It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for those Christmas and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah parties. Stay tuned. Let's see what we would wear to get noticed. Welcome back to Carolina Fragrance Reviews. I'm your host, Cam. Make sure that you're subscribed, activate that notifications bell, and follow us on Instagram at cam.byrd. In case you're wondering, yeah, it's that time of the year where it's those work parties, family and friend get together, whatever the case may be. I picked 5 fragrances that I felt that would work, whether it's a black tie affair, just chilling with the homies. You know, there's a lot of people getting engaged this time of the year. I got something for that. Let's go ahead and launch these 5 fragrances. Now, these are just 5 fragrances. It's not gonna be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I wanted to pick 5. That way you'd have a little bit of variety for different types of situations. Number 5 is from Tom Ford, the Private Blend, Noir de Noir. This one actually has kind of a chocolatey vibe that comes from truffles. It also has a slight powderiness to it. It has an earthiness to it that gives it kind of a masculine vibe. It kind of gives off the powderiness that you would get from amber or sandalwood, but then you also get kind of like the chocolate and rose. So if you're thinking like swanky dinner, taking the wifey out, taking your fiance out, wanting to maybe pop the question, you know, everybody's popping that question this time of year, and then depending on how quick you guys go, then spring comes around, that's when everybody's getting married. I would suggest like wait till next spring to actually go through with that, but you know, what you do is on you. Or maybe you're getting a nerve up to go talk to that real foxy girl that works at the cosmetic counter.
I was just smiling. I was just browsing.
For your wife or your girlfriend?
I was just looking at something for my wife. God rest her soul.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, she's not dead. Yeah, we're just divorced. She's history. Oh, good golly. 'Tis the season to be merry.
Well, that's my name.
Oh, sorry, I got a little bit crazy with that. My bad, don't try that at home. Yeah, viewer discretion advised. The notes for Noir de Noir are saffron, black truffle, vanilla, patchouli, oud wood, and crocus flower. Very simplistic note breakdown on this. I actually had to check because you know there is Noir, Noir Extreme, Noir de Noir, so I'm sure there are note breakdowns that are scattered all over the place between Sephora and base notes and everywhere else, Fragrantica. That's like the worst resource to check a lot of information. That's my personal opinion. That's my personal experiences anyway. I mean, I've seen that this thing had sandalwood and amber, which you kind of can detect that powderness that you would get from those type of woods, but the notes I just read you were from Tom Ford's website. Sexy, sexy fragrance. I get massive projection and great performance from this fragrance. Let's go ahead and hit number 4. Coming in at number 4 is Dan Savage from Chris Collins. This will be the fragrance that you will walk in the room and demand somebody's attention. This is masculinity in a bottle. There is, I'm sorry, but there's nothing unisex about this. I mean, if you're a lady, you might like to wear it, but this is a very, very masculine fragrance. I love boozy fragrances, And this is kind of a bougie fragrance. This one has a beautiful plum note mixed with some cognac, and it's got some black pepper in there too. So it's spicy, it's aromatic, it's attention grabbing. If you have that holiday party, Christmas party, or whatever it is, if it's a date, whatever, this will demand attention. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Let's go over the notes. The notes for Dan Savage are black pepper, plum, cognac, amber, musk, and spicy woody notes. This is for that spontaneous person, that sensual person. It's just black tie affair, or hey, I mean, actually this one, I mean, if you're rolling in with a turtleneck and a leather jacket, this will definitely get the job done. These are actually available at Perfumology. I bought mine from Near Guy at Perfumology in case you don't know where to pick these little bad boys up at. Coming in number 3 is the easiest one to wear. It's probably the least complicated of the lot, but it's still an attention grabber. If you guys like Spice Bomb or Spice Bomb Extreme, go ahead and grab Rehab from Initio. This is the niche version of Spice Bomb or Spice Bomb Extreme. If you like that type of DNA, it projects really, really good in cold weather. This is one where you don't have to think about it a whole lot. It's, you know, if it's an, I don't know, outdoor event by the, you know, by a fire pit, hanging out with your boys at the, you know, where you go have beer and wings or whatever. I mean, I know not all of you get together for family affairs. You know, some of you are just single or black sheep or whatever the case may be, don't care to deal with all that. This is that fragrance. This works if you want to hang with your family or whatever the case may be. Whatever suits you, Rehab will take care of it. Let me go over the notes. The notes for Rehab are bergamot, lavender, vetiver, cedarwood, patchouli, gaiac wood, sandalwood, and musk. Even though this is a fun fragrance, it's also very sexy, and it would definitely grab people's attention. I mean, whether it is a loud, noisy sports bar or a nice, you know, just a fun after work, everybody just kind of letting their hair down. Okay, it's the end of the year, we're going to take our Christmas break or whatever. This will be perfect for that situation. And if you are just over the edge, you know, everybody's kind of been drinking and you've had a little too much to drink, or you've been drinking a lot in 2019, this also has the note of acceptance for Rehab. Coming in at number 2, if you've got that event where you want to dress to impress, and whatever that may be, you know, if this is dressing to impress for you, by all means, just go ahead and bust out this little beast mode bad boy right here. This is Pardon from Nazumato. This is a unique composition. Nazumato has their small little batches that they put together, and they have some of the most unique and beast mode fragrances I own by far. You've heard me talk about Barononda, and I'm talking about Pardon. And for everything that I have smelled from them, whether it's Black Afghano or Duro, beast mode, these little things are action-packed. These atomizers on these, I love them. Just look at this.
Jaws will drop.
That is the only atomizer I've ever seen spray like that. Yes, Dior has some nice ones, Chanel has some nice ones. There are several nice atomizers, but did you see that? Just that clean sweep? Yeah, I love these. This one has a beautiful magnolia note in the top. It's woody, it's aromatic. 2 sprays tops would be all that you would need. If you have a nice brisk evening, like if you had some type of event that was, you know, like at a convention center where people are going outside over a ledge looking over the city or something like that, that's what I get when I smell Pardon. Let's go over the notes. The notes for Pardon are magnolia, cacao, tonka bean, cinnamon, and sandalwood. And it also says unsweetened chocolate or cacao. So if you're thinking about that chocolate note, it's going to be kind of like an unsweetened chocolate note. It's not going to be a Hershey's Kiss. It's going to be that cocoa that you put in a cake or something, you have to add sweetener. But man, oh man, beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Demand attention with pardon. As I said, these are in no particular order, but the number one fragrance is Parfum de Marly Layton. And since many of us will be celebrating Christmas, this is a fragrance I've actually heard some people say smells like a Christmas tree. And I'm like, I don't get that. I've never got that until tonight. I was actually just sitting here going, I don't get the Christmas tree. And then I sprayed it because normally when I'm spraying on myself, spraying on my clothes, spraying on a test strip. I do get that Christmas tree vibe, but it's very pleasant. It's, of course, smelling a Christmas tree is a nostalgic thing, so it's kind of hard to marry Christmas tree and sexy together, but somehow Parfum de Marly has been able to do that. So it is definitely date night worthy. Massive, massive projection, beautiful, beautiful sillage, and performance that will just last and last and last and last. Big time compliment getter if that's your thing. Whether it's that Christmas party with the family, if you have somebody in your family that, is always trying to get one up on you, spray this on and you'll be one up on them for sure. Let's go over the notes. The notes for Layton are mandarin, apple, lavender, violet, jasmine, geranium, gaiac wood, patchouli, sandalwood, cardamom, vanilla, and pepper. Now, there have been some people that have said that Layton is just a concoction of like every mass appealing designer fragrance wrapped into one. If that's the case, if you had to go purchase all those fragrances, I know some people said it was like YSL, Lanwi, Boss Bottled. I mean, there's numerous different fragrances that people were trying to say were just all wrapped up in one. If you had to go buy a bunch of those fragrances versus buying one bottle, I mean, whatever you decide to do is up to you, but I've never concocted any fragrances together to come up with anything that smelled like Layton. That's just my personal taste, my personal opinion, but this is a battle-tested and battle-hardened date night fragrance or attention-grabbing Christmas party fragrance. So whether it's that work Christmas party, that night you need to dress to impress, you've got that girl that you want to propose to, you've got that guy that you want to manipulate to make him propose to you, whatever the case may be. It's the holidays, everybody's a little easier to talk to. Well, most people, there's still some bah humbugs rolling around, but this is a great time of the year, great time for awesome fragrances. So if anything, it's time to be disruptive, wear what you want, when you want, have fun. Make sure that you're subscribed to Carolina Fragrance Reviews, activate that notifications bell, smash that like button, leave us some comments down below. Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time on Carolina Fragrance Reviews.